to talk to you about the art market. I want to tell you why this is the terrible place for you to focus and put your art to sell.
Hi, I'm Suirá. I was born in an artistic family, and as an agent, manager, and producer, I've worked for many years selling artists from all around the world. Today, I want to help you to become a full-time artist.
Hello artists, my name is Suirá and I'm here to help you to become a full-time artist. Today I want to talk to you about the art market. Yes, the art market is, well, the artists sell their art. And when I say art, will be specifically visual arts, paintings, sculptures, and all the other things related to that. I want to tell you why this is the terrible place for you to focus and put your art to sell, and how you can go to another place in a way easier way, making way more money. So if you want to know how to do that, please come with me. To start, what is the art market? Well, the art market is where you're going to sell your art. Most of these places, especially in a very high level, are concentrated in auction houses, museums, and galleries. Those are the places that will movement most of the money within the art market. However, you need to understand that the art market is tiny. It's really tiny. And when I say tiny, just for you to have an idea, if you imagine all the artwork that is sold in the whole world within the art market is exactly the same in money as Walmart does in 41 days.
On average, $61.9 billion of art is sold. $61.9 billion is a big number, but not in context. $61.9 billion is what Walmart, for example, sells in just 41 days. The global market of tomatoes generates $190 billion in annual sales, 3 times as much as art.
It's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of people participating as well. The art market is completely consolidated. It means that few people control everything. 3 cities in the world, New York, London, and Hong Kong, dominate 80% of the art market. And in New York, just 5 agents take care of the dealer, the sales, the shipping of all artwork.
Over the past decade, 82% of sales by value were made in the US, UK, or Greater China. That's to say, the global art market is a phenomenon largely restricted to New York, London, and Hong Kong. But the consolidation doesn't end there. 43% of art dealers, nearly half, had fewer than 20 unique buyers in 2020.
So for you to have an idea on how difficult it is to play this game, you will see that there is no much chance for you to get in. There's not much people participating. It's a very exclusive place with millionaires and with galleries that are more worried about the worth of the painting than the painting itself. This market goes around reputation. Each one of these artwork, they have their value based on the reputation of the piece, the reputation of the artist, and the reputation of the dealer.
As Don Thompson describes in his book, the formula for art pricing goes something like this. The bigger the work, generally the more expensive it is. But the biggest variable is the reputation of the artist. Sometimes you're world famous and sometimes you're not.
What?
But when a new artist steps into the art market, the reputation of the artist heavily relies on the name of the dealer.
The reputation of the artist comes with a very strong brand, so you need to be well known. No one will buy a piece of art with someone that they don't know. They will just buy as a piece of art with some reputation if they know who's selling. Some piece of art, they're so famous that they start to get more visibility than the creator sometimes, like Mona Lisa. There are some people that even don't know that Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, but they no Mona Lisa. But it's not just important to be well known and to have your art well known, but you need to be in the right hands. You need to know the perfect dealer who has the perfect connections within the market, who has space for your type of art. With all this story, I want to show you how it's hard and how it's exclusive to make all this way to the end. You need to know the right people, you need to be born in a certain space, you need to have some relationship with certain agents within the industry, and all these things get super complicated.
The art market is a scam perpetuated by the rich to launder money. This is a recurring sentiment in our comments as well, and it's also sometimes true. Adam Ruins Everything made an episode where he describes the art market as a massive price-fixing scheme that benefits wealthy collectors and excludes most artists. He points out that even those who donate their works to public museums aren't necessarily doing so out of the kindness of their hearts, but because it can be a massive tax write-off. But the art market is not synonymous with art. And in fact, there's a lot of excellent contemporary art that circumnavigates the market and critiques the way market forces affect the valuing of art. Think of the Guerrilla Girls, or William Pauhaida, or Banksy. There's much more to the experience of art today than the ugly aspects of the market. The art market Adam describes can dominate, or seem to dominate, your experience of art in a few major cities. But in the rest of the world, and even in less fancy areas of those same big cities, there's a lot of art happening completely separately from dark art market forces.
And I see that most of the artists that come to me, they want to find a gallery because they believe that at some point they will be within this art market. My point of view is completely the opposite. I understand that today in our society, we don't need to do this anymore. And why is that? Before, we didn't have much people interested in art in general. If you look for the 20s, like beginning of last century, or even before that, we have some separation in society that just people with a lot of money would have access to education. And just someone with a lot of education would understand, so see value in art, so they could buy art. Now, thank God, we have better education and a more democratic education. We can have more access to culture around, and we have more people interested in art as well. So I believe that art is not for an elite, it's for everyone. Art is something that makes us feel as human beings. Art connects us, so each one of us can feel the value of art and decide to buy it. So why people are still thinking that they need to go to the gallery to sell for that very specific niche people? I don't know. And I think that this is the hardest path. If you're looking for a gallery, you're looking for someone to introduce you to these very select people, maybe you can be losing your time and putting all your hope in somebody else's hand. When I believe that you should be building your own path, putting your money, your time, and your passion in your career and in your art. And to do it, you can sell for everyone. Maybe your niche can be spiritual mothers that just had birth and they have this connection with being pregnant, and you can make a fortune selling for this niche that we can find in any city. Or maybe you're a musician and you want to compose some sort of music that talks about your culture and your neighborhood, and people that lives in your neighborhood or in your city will connect with it. You don't need to go far away to find your client. Maybe they are in your neighborhood. You don't need to imagine that your client is someone that you don't know. Maybe they are your friends. I imagine that instead of trying to go to a tiny and concentrated market that doesn't allow much of new artists going in, you, instead of that, start to build your own path, looking for people that can understand your message and can connect what if you believe, so they can connect with your art, they can see value in this art. And now, instead of you being labeled based on your reputation, the reputation of your artwork, and the reputation of your dealer, you translate that for how much my connection, the connection between your customer and your artwork, how much does it value for you? That's my takeout for today. Instead of looking for galleries and looking for agents, looking for people, looking for clients, looking for person close to you that think like you, and start one person at a time, instead of imagine that someone appear from nowhere, takes you and for a very elitist place and make you happen without you really need to put a lot of effort on this. Put effort on yourself, put effort on people that believe in you, put effort in your art, and you will be a successful full-time artist. If you have some questions, put here in the comment section below, but maybe I can help you a little bit better, right? I have a free ebook in my website that will help you step by step. So you can go here in the description of this video, so you can click there. Thank you so much for keeping doing art.